Hey, Dr. Joe from Atlanta. Welcome to Your Wellness for Life. Happy Wednesday. Happy December 23rd. I think I have the date right. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve, and then we have Christmas Day. And next week we have, on Thursday, Friday, we have New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. And love this time of year because it gives us a little breathing time, a little bit of downtime. And for years, I've been giving my staff Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve off. And when it falls like this year, where those 2 days are Thursday, Friday, and then you got the weekend, we have two back-to-back 4-day weekends. How about that? That ought to put a smile on many people's faces. And unless you're, police officer or fireman on duty, or you're a nurse or an ER physician, and you're going to be tied to some schedule, hopefully after you're done with your shift, you'll have some time with your family. So today's topic is going to be tips for effective holiday downtime. So here we go. I got several of them. And so tip number one. And by the way, today we're going to talk about the general concepts of how you put to good use your downtime. And then tomorrow we're going to talk about actual events or actual activities that you can use for downtime. So tip number one, carve out quality family time. So some of you may actually be going somewhere skiing or to the beach or to the mountains. You may be taking your family and traveling. Yes, that's great. That's going to be great family time. You'll probably be very focused on your family. Hopefully you will put work on the back burner. Now with the internet and be socially connected, you can hold business meetings in Colorado while when you come back from your ski run. But hopefully you'll protect your family time, and you have to be present for your family. And this is something that I still need to work on. When you're with your family, you got to be present with your family. And when you are working, you need to be present for work. And maybe you need to remind your family when you need to work that you're going to be present for work, and then you're going to be present for them. So carve out quality family time. Try not to mix the two, and remind each camps when you're going to be spending time for work, when you're going to be spending time for your family. Tip number two, surround yourself with people you enjoy. So nobody likes to be around people that are depressed and depressing and talk about negative things. No to negativity, yes to positivity. But if they're your family, you may not have a choice. You might have to spend some time with your family, and if you've got that favorite uncle or the favorite dad that likes to dwell on some negative things, you may need to tune them out or get them to change the subject or pick an activity that will get their mind off of negativity. Number three, do things that get you excited. So yes, you're going to spend some time with your family, maybe put in a little bit of work. Some people just cannot let the work down, so they cannot have a no productive day. They can have maybe a low productive day, but they just cannot have a no productive day. So let them have a little bit of production, but then get them back to the family. But don't forget about yourself. You need some quality time for yourself, and that always makes you a happier person. Number four, learn a new non-work skill. Okay, so this may be that foreign language you wanted to learn. I've always wanted to learn Italian. I've really not carved out enough time for that, but someday I'm going to be fluent in Italian. So that's just one of those things. Very cool language. I don't know what it is about Italian, but I want to speak Italian. I play guitar. There may be an instrument that you want to learn to play. Now with YouTube and all the instruction you can get, man, it's a great way to kind of learn. And you can learn a lot of stuff, especially with guitar, off of YouTube. Number five, pay people to do the jobs you don't want to do. Now, I'm 62 years old, and I remember the days where Sunday night I would wash my car every week. And I would do my own laundry. I would press my own shirts. I would change my own oil. Even my wife, in Virginia, there was a drainage, a divvy by their house, and she would park the car over there, and she would crawl into the car, and she would change the oil herself. Now, who does that? We got a car wash on every other street corner. We got oil change place on every street corner. We got dry cleaning everywhere. Can you imagine? So people who've never done that, don't complain about not having time, because there's times where we had to carve out that kind of time to do those boring things. So, but now, we have them. So delegate that off to someone that can do it better than you, or maybe there's some other thing that you can just kind of delegate off to them, like cleaning your house. Have a nice house cleaner. Number 6, control the conversation. Now, I have 3 sisters. I'm the only boy that grew up amongst 3 sisters. One of them is more conservative, right-leaning than me, and 2 are a little bit more left-leaning. And when we get together, sometimes we have some heated discussions, and I'm probably the worst one of the bunch and kind of get sucked into a heated discussion. So I've learned over the years that I need to keep myself calm or avoid discussing certain things. They usually revolve around politics or religion. At a meeting or at a dinner party, you probably want to avoid those subjects anyway. Talk about sports, talk about weather, talk about hobbies, talk about camping, skiing, talk about something other than politics and religion. Number 7, exercise your body. Exercise is good for your soul. It's good for your health, and it's good for your mind. It lowers stress levels. It lowers depression levels. It lowers anxiety, and especially now during the holiday season, some people don't have the advantage of being around a bunch of people, and they may be lonely. They may be by themselves, or they've been disconnected, or now the rest of their family is quarantining because they got exposed to COVID, and now they're going to have a really bummer holiday, Christmas and New Year's, and because 2 weeks would kind of spread over the next 2 holidays. So don't forget your body. Keep it moving, even if it's just going for a walk. This may be a good time to start something. Remember, New Year's resolutions, we'll talk about that here in a couple of days. New Year's resolutions, by February, most of them are gone. People aren't practicing them anymore. They get so fixated on New Year's Day. Now I'm going to start exercising. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to clean up my house. I'm going to do this and that. And then by mid-February, it's out the window. So maybe we should start thinking more globally the whole year. And maybe we should start the new year now in December. Number 8, exercise your mind. Your mind, when you exercise it with activities, it does require something like 20 or 25% of your energy. So it likes to suck up glucose as you are using your mind, using your brain, because lots of activity going up there. And something like 80% of successful people say they spend time reading quality material every day. So don't forget your mind. Number 9, disconnect from social media. So it's very easy to get sucked into that news feed from LinkedIn and from Instagram and from Facebook, and now maybe even TikTok and Twitter and all those things. They're running on your phone. So when we're talking about being present with your family, and I need to get better at that, you may want to turn the phone off or put it somewhere else where you don't hear it. You're not tempted to pick it up. Be present with your family. Get rid of that social media stuff. Maybe even turn it off. Maybe even start your day without the first thing grabbing your phone and seeing who texted you and what's going on in the news. And number 10, plan your downtime. Failing to plan is planning to fail. So yes, there's those garages that need to be picked up and cleaned up. There are messes that need to be picked up. There are drawers that need to be gone through. There's things that can be purged. There is old clothes that you could get rid of and give to Goodwill. Yes, those are all things that you could put on your to-do list and then maybe get very intentional and structured about it. Wonderful time of year. We've got some downtime. Hopefully you do have some downtime. Let me just recap all 10 things here without making too much noise with my paper. Carve out quality family time. Be present for your family. Don't just make it work, work, work. Surround yourself with people you enjoy, and if it's your family, you have to be around them, and they always bring up negative subjects. Your job will be to try to steer them to something else. Number 3, do things that get you excited. Don't forget about yourself. Learn a new skill, like a new language or an instrument. pay people to do the jobs you don't want to do. We're already not washing our cars, not changing our oil, not doing our dry cleaning. So times have gotten much better than 30 years ago. Control the conversation, get the negativity out, exercise your body, exercise your mind, disconnect from social media, and plan your downtime. So those are the general concepts of planning your downtime or effective downtime. And tomorrow we'll talk about productive, specific ways to spend your downtime. I got a long list of that. So if you want this list, send me a message or send me a comment. Be happy to send you the source. And then I look forward to tomorrow's discussion. And I hope you guys have a wonderful Wednesday evening. Christmas is just around the corner. Enjoy being with family. And we'll catch y'all later. God bless. Bye.